so we're on to another project using the Dress to Impress stamp set, and it was one of my spring retreat projects that you guys are finishing and getting to do at home because of our lovely friend, the coronavirus. Again, this is the stamp set Dress to Impress that we're going to be using. And this is the card that we're going to be making. Be as bold as your lipstick. It's super cute, super easy card to do. It uses 2 stamps from the set. It uses the lipstick, and it uses the saying "Be bold as your lipstick." So, and I crazily did not set out my lovely lipstick ink pad. Gary, do you see my lovely lipstick ink pad? It's a reddish pad. Okay, well, while I wait to figure out where my ink pad is, because I know it's got to be here, I'm going to get you started. In the kit, you're going to have, I'm looking for something that's like this reddish pink color. Maybe look in that box too. Oh, right here. We used it to set the camera on the other day, so that's why, and it was blending into my box. So we're going to use the lovely lipstick ink and the Tuxedo Memento Black. In your kit, you have a vertical, again, remember hot dog style, vertical style cut card stock in lovely lipstick. You're going to use the striped piece of paper out of your DSP pack. So this is cut at 2 by 5.5. Again, that standard cut for that length. You're going to have a starburst punch out of lovely lipstick, a white circle, and a scrap of white. This scrap of white is for you to stamp your lipstick in. So first off, a little thing just to give this card a little bit more of something going on. I'm going to just randomly stamp the lipstick all over it. And it doesn't have to be perfectly on there in any certain way. And you can just stamp them going upside down. You can stamp them catty corner. If you don't get it perfectly, if your ink doesn't layer down all the way nice and thick and showy, it probably isn't going to matter. This is just kind of to create that monochromatic color on color look and give a little bit more dimension to the background instead of just having plain paper. And all I'm doing is just randomly looking and saying, oh, it looks like I need something there. This looks a little open, but I'm going to leave it because I know that my center is coming down that way. So that is the first step for that. I'm just going to get that off of there for a moment. Then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my lipstick in the Memento Black on that white scrap. And the last piece is we're going to go ahead and stamp the Be as Bold as Your Lipstick onto the white circle. Now, you will notice on the completed project, it's off-centered because we need to have space on the left to put the lipstick. So you want to have that kind of centered to the right and just really look at it. That's the other nice thing about this set is that it's the clear photopolymer. So you can see right through it and see everywhere that that stamp is going. So let me close up these ink pads. I'll set all that aside. And then we will continue. Again, this is blender pen coloring. If you've seen my previous videos or if you're watching them from the retreat group, you know that you can use watercolor pencils, the blender glycerin pen with your inks. You can use the blender pen or the aqua painter with your inks, whatever you want to use. And again, when I color, I like to do light to dark. Some people prefer doing the dark and then coming back over with the light. I actually, if I'm doing shading, I'm usually doing at least 3 times over. I do light, come in with my dark, and I put that wherever I think the light is absent or more regressed. And then I go back a 3rd time with the light. So that I've colored over there so I get really good blending on those shadows so that when it dries, it all comes out naturally. Okay. Last thing on this little lipstick that I wanted to add was a little bit of bling. And so, of course, my Wink of Stella. It's another thing you can use. I showed that on a video. You can use your Wink of Stella to color with your ink pads too, if you don't have another option. All right, so I'm going to quickly cut this out either with the die, the Fremont dies, or fussy cut, your choice. If you did not order the dies or this with this set, you can fussy cut it just fine. The purse project, you will get that. I sent the purses in the kit. They will be already cut out. So don't worry, you'll still be able to make the purse project. You're going to love the purse project, and then you're going to want the dies, though, is the problem. All right, so now we're kind of to assembly. That's how I like to do my cards. I like to get everything prepped and ready. So everything cut, everything punched, stamped, all my little ribbons. On this one, we're using, again, that narrow, lovely lipstick grosgrain, and you all have some of that in your kit. Tie it in a knot. Leave the tails long. You're going to go ahead and put it on a glue dot. But I'm going to say I like to leave the tails long until I get it on, get everything placed, and then I like to trim it down to where I see it. But where I did my ribbon was across the center of that lipstick case. You can put it somewhere else if you want. Now we're ready to adhere. Snell, your Tombow, whatever your choice is, that little strip that you have cut from your paper kit, the paper in your kit, you're just centering that up. Ooh. That's why I like the Snell or the Tombow, because you can move those if you get it on and it's not perfect. Now, on this one, I am going to do dimensionals on both pieces. So I'm going to put the dimensionals on both the circle layer and on the starburst. So it's going to be super popping up. So pop those off. And then, of course, the lipstick has to be popping up as well. I'm just kind of trying to center that onto my starburst. Pull the tabs off of my last backs on my starburst. And then I'm just putting that wherever you want it. You could do it centered, you can do it low. I'll do this one a little lower just for a different look so you guys can see. And then dimensional lipstick. Put it off there. Yeah, if you do not have dimensionals, make sure that you order some. Those should be in everyone's basic crafting kit. I use them all the time for stuff. So now that's popped up, and now I will go back in the scissors and trim that little ribbon down. And that's it. You're all set. That one is complete. So you can see both cards side by side. That is the Be As Bold as Your Lipstick card from the Dress to Impress stamp set.